I think I know who you are. I know who you are, and I don't blame you for using a different name on here. Uh-huh. Well, my dishes are all. I haven't had dishes in my sink for a couple of days now, but yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know who you are. You don't have to say your name on here. I know who you are, and I'm glad that using a different name is a good thing. This way, they don't know. But I will point out that a friend of mine said something to me, and that was, well, I caught it on one of Spawn Trooper's live streams, and he called out the behavior of Georgie and all the rest of them, but I didn't see it. But now I see it. I see that side of it. I see. Uh, I'll do that in a few minutes. Uh, I didn't see it, and with Eric, I didn't see it until what was it, a week ago. They showed their true selves in here. They showed their true selves in here, and Spawn Trooper called it. Spawn Trooper called it about their behavior. And the thing is, now that I caught it, those people are no longer, they're on the no-fly list on this channel. So if they come from their channels to this one and they speak or say anything out of line, they'll automatically be yeeted because, like Trin and I talked about this over the weekend, and we talked about it yesterday, I believe. That yeah, we're not going to tolerate that here. If you want to talk about Jeremy Hales, you want to talk about the cases, you want to talk about the two fleas and the idiot, the bull crap that's going on that, that's fine. But don't come on here and Spawn called it that I was being manipulated. Yeah, well, now I've seen it. I've seen it, and now I'm sorry uh, for what happened, but it's not going to happen again. Believe me. It's not going to happen again because this is a new channel. This is a new life for me. And once I make EMS, Ahmad, Trin, and EMS, you don't want to mess with them. They'll put you in. They put you in YouTube jail. And Spawn said something too on in last week. One of his things last week. I want to bring this out into the open that everybody knows. Okay, Spawn brought it into the open that when a bunch of crap was going on with my other channel, where were the ones that were supposed to be there to protect me? You know where they were? They were planning an attack. Georgie, Mr. Coop, all of them. They were planning an attack. This wasn't something that happened overnight. They've been planning this. They've been planning this for a long time because I called them. I saw what was going on with the channel, and I didn't like it, and I spoke up about it, and that's when all hell broke loose. You know, so this is a new channel and a new life. My video content alone will bring subscribers to the channel. I have months and months and months. Thanks to people, I don't know if I can. Uh, I don't want to say her name on here, but she was one of them. my friend that lives in, I'll say my lady friend that lives in California, bought, bought quite a few uh, technology ideas, and I made those technology ideas, and I appreciate everybody that was part of. I appreciate more the people that are going to be on here and be straight and be straight and be, you know, where we can have fun again. If we get enough people back on this channel again, I'm going to bring back trivia. I have all the trivia questions. Exactly. Positive thoughts. That's it. No more of this stuff that happened because it doesn't. It ends. It ended when Panorama Computer died. If it takes me another 2 years to bring this channel up, so be it. But I'm not going to promote my channel on other. That's where I made my mistake, promoting my channel on other YouTube channels. That's where I made the mistake of. Um, that's where I made my mistake with promoting my channel on other YouTube channels, and I'm not going to do that again. If you are who I think you are, did I read that right? That there was a mass shooting in Yorba Linda, California? And then I saw something on Facebook earlier today about a plane crash in California, but I'm not sure. I know that they said something, there was some kind of shooting in Yorba Linda, California. Man, what is this world coming to? Oh my goodness. I think my generation had a little bit more sense than some of these younger generations. You know, I'm really starting to think that our the older generation, like Generation Xers, I think we have the better. I think that we have better sense. Some of these kids today, some of these people today, the millennials on up, have no respect. Yeah, I still listen to Broadcast Feed, but I listen to the Buffalo Fire Department. Nothing's been going on in LA for a while. Just EMS calls. But see, that's, like I was saying when I changed the subject. Okay, Spawn hit it right on the head in a straight stream that he did last week. Okay, these people that were here that were supposed to protect this channel when a bunch of stuff was going down, they weren't there. And you know the reason why? Because they were planning something. And I have it is uploaded to the channel. That's why anybody wants to be a host, wants to be a co-host, or wants to be on the panel. You're gonna have to give me an email address, and I'll mail the link to people now. I'm not gonna post a link in chat like I used to because it brings up too much stuff. It brings up too much drama. You know. So emailing, if you want to be a member of the panel, you had to one. You had to. It's like I said before. You had to be somebody I can trust, and you had to be somebody that's been subscribed to this channel and is going to be here. I'm not going to willy nilly put out. I'm not going to willy nilly put out the link anymore. Uh, and it's like I said, if they somehow find this channel, the mods know what to do. You know, It's a simple thing. It's, you know, it's just a simple thing. I'm not going to let them. Spawn hit it right on the head. And thank you, sir, for bringing that up. People were manipulating this channel, and they were deceiving and manipulating, and I saw it, and it's too late. But now that I see what has happened, it's not going to happen anymore. It's over with. This is a new channel. This is a new start. We're going to get people to come on here and want to enjoy chatting about stuff. Uh, People that want to learn about technology. That's the way I want it. And I'm not promoting my channel on other YouTube channels anymore. I let the content on my channel bring the subscribers into this channel. It's not going to be just all me. I mean, it's not going to be me promoting it because I'm not doing it anymore. And another thing too, what's funny is I was subscribed to a certain YouTube channel, but since he's best friends with the ones that attack me, and he's been going after, I don't know, you probably know who I'm talking about. And then he's still attacking Spawn Trooper over something. That's two of the reasons why I unsubscribed from him. Because number one, I don't condone other YouTube channels attacking other YouTube channels. I never attacked their channels. I tried to support them because I thought, well, they're going to support me. But obviously, it was a game. It was a game, and I caught them at it. And now they're going to, it's like Trin sent me screenshots of something that they did in their Saturday. And I just said, you know what? Just let them have their fun. Let them run their mouth, have their fun, because they're not. If I would have copyright struck them for what they did, that's what they want. They want a reaction, and I'm going to be the bigger man and walk away from them, and don't say anything. Don't give them a reaction. Don't give them a reason to keep coming after me. I walked away from them. I unsubscribed from all of them. Those that were friends on Facebook, I unfriended all of them because I don't want that negativity back on here. And I appreciate Spawn Trooper for doing that. And you know, it finally came to light. And I believe that Georgie did that too. If Eric said that she was attacking his wife on Facebook, I didn't believe it at first, but now I don't. I believe it because people lie. People are liars. You know, you can't trust people that I trusted. Turned their back on me, and then when I spoke out about it, they attacked me. But I know now. I see now. My eyes have been opened. My eyes have been opened to it. They manipulated me and they tried to deceive me. They tried to take over my channel, but now I see. My eyes have been opened. My eyes have been opened. So, and I would never let them manipulate me again. And Let me take care of this first. Uh, YouTube. YouBoob. Oh, Judge Milton. Judge Milton was doing landlord tenant. Yeah, that's funny. Come on now. Yeah, I gotta fix that thing, turning off certain. There's certain things that I need to do with this channel. Um, there's certain things that I need to do with this channel, like all my technology videos, all my tech videos. I'm gonna start clicking them. I'm gonna mark them in the playlists, and then I'm gonna make them recommended videos. That will probably bring more subscribers to the channel and more views to the channel. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Okay, so I fixed that. Yep, I got you and I got Trin. Oh, I'm glad you're back. I know who you are. I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna say your name in here, but I'm glad you're back. I actually miss our phone calls. Uh, we had some pretty good phone call. Oh yeah, I'm glad that Spawn Trooper said something about Lady Jen Thunder, Lady Jen. But she was one of them that turned. She was one of them that turned. So I'm glad that Spawn brought that up because yeah, I didn't see it coming until well, I noticed that she disappeared and said she was having problems at home, but I don't think it was that because she was always in the others' chats. Oh, that's good. That's good coffee. Good Folgers coffee. Mm, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna do that either tonight or tomorrow or whenever. Is those go through the playlists of the technical video stuff and click and highlight them and make them recommended so that when people are watching one video, the next one from this channel will be recommended to them. That will hopefully bring views and bring subscribers to the channel. And I did another thing too, which I already did before I watched that video, but with the turn off, it's not for kids. That option of when you upload a video, when you scroll, when you type the title and the description and put it in the playlist, you scroll down and say, "Is this material made for kids?" Yes, no, and then I think it's I'll review it. So I made it permanent that it's no. So it's permanent that it's no. And oh, and when I created this channel, one thing that I did, I made it a little bit more professional. When I did the playlist, when I created all the playlists, I put descriptions in the playlists of what this playlist is and what this playlist is and what made it a little bit more professional than what it was before. swear that dog barks at the moon. If the moon was. So I made a lot of changes to the channel. Now, as far as the two fleas stuff, the stuff that I had from this year, that I still had the videos on it, Ray and all them. I put it in the anti. I actually have a playlist on here called Anti What the Hell's Ecosystem. You should have. I made you a managing moderator. Managing, and that's a mistake that I made with Georgie and was making him managing moderators. That's a mistake that I will never make again. That is a mistake I will never, ever, ever, ever make again. Hold on, let me check that. I thought I made it a managing moderator. Yes, I still smoke cigarettes, but like before, the cold we had. The one time the cold weather was getting to me, and then later on when the spring came, we had such a high pollen count, I could hardly breathe. I was coughing and hacking. But I think I know how to use the the mute button now. Let me check on that. Sorry. It says that you're a managing moderator. Maybe it doesn't do it because we're so small. It says managing moderator. Yes, honey, you have to pay rent. Okay. So yeah, I've been working hard. Now, one thing I like about YouTube is you can upload videos and then you can schedule them. So Wednesdays and Fridays videos are already scheduled to be, and when they upload, they'll be automatically put, they'll be automatically published. And I set it for 7 o'clock in the morning. So okay. I don't think we're gonna have a problem. I don't think too many people know about this channel. Only very few people know about this channel, and I'm hoping that Mr. T gets back with me. Before I killed Panorama Computer, he's a couple weeks ago. He said that he got promoted and he was moving, and I sent him an email, or I sent a thing I gave him my email address. So I hope that he contacts me so I can give him the new channel name, the new channel, so he can come back on here. Shit, man, I forgot to mute. That's my thing. I couldn't catch it on time. And you were asking about Magic. Magic was the one that orchestrated all of it. Can you go back and watch that video? Late chit chat. She's digging her. She said she's messaging her daughter, but Trin brought it to my attention. She wasn't messaging her daughter. She was messaging Georgie and Coop and Mama Coop and all of them to come on the channel and attack me during a live stream. So and we tried to help her. We were trying to help her get a laptop computer because she said she didn't have a good laptop. And I was trying to help her. And she turned around and did that to me. Just like some of these other small channels. You know, I'm not going to mention their names on here, but I subscribed to their channel. And when they went live, I gave them the watch time hours. I put the old computer. Oh, that's another thing you don't know about. I'm going to get to that. So the old computer that I was using is in the bedroom because it has a DVD player in it. So if I wanted to watch a DVD movie and lay in bed, I can. This computer is a new computer. I did a Give Send Go a few months back. You know, help the channel get a new computer and everything. And I started a Give Send Go. As soon as I posted all that, the next day somebody had donated $1,000 to the channel for the new computer. Yeah. The next day, I read AT&T mail first, and I go and I read my Gmail, and I'm looking at my Gmail, and it said somebody had donated to the Give Send Go. Somebody had donated $1,000 to the Give Send Go, and then you had Trin and Mr. T kick in some money to that too. And it's like almost $1,200, but with the fees and everything else, you know. Sorry, I had the cough. I'm trying to get better with that mute button. But like I said, I disassociated myself from those people. So they're not part of my life. They're not part of my life. I unsubscribed. Like I said, I unsubscribed and unfriended them. I removed their channels from my feed so that I don't get information about them on my feed. So, you know, I'm moving on. That's something that Carolyn, who's one of my neighbors, said a couple of days ago in one of my live streams. You had to grow up. It has something to do with growing up. Grow up and act like an adult is what she said. And I'm in total agreement with her. You know, if you know, If you come on a live stream and then you're trying to manipulate and destroy a channel, and then you're gonna go on your live streams and make comments and make little third grade remarks about me, which doesn't hurt me. I have the screenshots. The screenshots were given to me. I agree with Carolyn. You need to grow up and you need to act like an adult. And that's exactly what I'm doing on here. But I'll tell you what, Trin has stood by me the whole entire time, and I love her to death. While all these others that were moderators on that channel did nothing but try to destroy my channel. And that's exactly what they were doing. They were plotting. They were plotting and they were plotting and they were plotting. As like I said, this was going on for a while now. This wasn't something that happened right spur at the moment. They were plotting this, and Magic was in on it. It's a shame. Like you said, it's a shame. A shame that it took me 2 years, 3 years to build that channel. But the thing is, I'm building this one. And guess what? I'm not promoting my channel on other YouTube channels. And when I feel that it's safe to put the channel back out on the social media side, I will put the channel back on the social media side. Because I have X and I have Facebook, obviously. Exactly. I agree with you. It's control. I agree with you 100%. But it's not going to happen here. Not this time. Because Trin already said that if they try to come in here and try to start something, they will be yeeted immediately. They'll be yeeted immediately. There'll be no more of it. There's no more drama. And this brings up another thing too. I almost called your name. Don't come on somebody's platform and tell them what you can and can't talk about. They tried to do that too. They were being two-faced. They said, "Oh, we're trying to help you," but then again, you stopped promoting my channel on yours. And then when I spoke out about it and called you out on your BS, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy now. You don't come on here and tell me how to run my platform. So I know Spawn don't put up with it, but I'm starting to learn his ways. I'm not really a gamer like he is. It looks like he has pretty good fun doing his gaming stuff. At least he puts that stuff out about BBB. Oh my God, I could do the next 10 live streams about BBB's garbage. But I think Spawn got most of it. But the funny thing is, and I don't know if Spawn mentioned it or not, BBB tried to file for attorney's fees under 28 USC 1927. And me and another subscriber on my other channel looked it up and found out that another attorney tried to do what BBB did, file under 28 USC 1927 for attorney's fees, and it was denied. When I saw that thing, on Facebook that he was denied because the judge said it was denied because there was no merit. Yep, and they're not dominating this. They're not going to come in here and dominate this live stream or the content that's put on this channel. As soon as I remake those videos from last year, because I don't have them, I'm going to put all that content back on this channel. Because you know what? It's content. I have the right as a creator to make any content that I want. And I want to show you something too, because I want to show this to you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show this to you. Come on. Madam Mayor. I love Madam Mayor and Brett. They have such kind hearts. I'm going to show this to you just so that people understand. I'm going to show this just so people understand. Okay. I did a live stream. Now, I did a live stream on a Friday. I did a live stream during the week where I was showing stuff from X, and I got struck by YouTube. And that was the same one. That was the same. Video that I called them out on. But that's not the reason why I deleted it. If you look, like this live stream here, it says public, where it says restrictions. On that live stream, it said copyright. So it showed copyright. Okay. If I have a strike on any of my content that I can't get repealed, I'm not going to keep the content on my channel. But yet, in that attack, I was called a liar. That I deleted it because, quote, I knew I fucked up. No. I deleted the content from the channel because it was copyrighted. It had a copyright strike on it, which means down the line, I couldn't monetize it if I wanted to monetize it. It's like I said, I did the live stream, and then when I set up the next live stream for the next one I was going to do, the restriction was copyright. And I tried to appeal it and tried to appeal it and tried to appeal it, and it kept being denied. That's why I deleted it. Not because I called them out. Let me switch back to my regular YouTube, or I won't get notifications. There I am. Meow. But the thing is, they don't get it. And I was called a liar and everything else. I tried to apologize. They didn't want to hear it. So that's why, I did what I did. I copied all. I created a channel. I put all my content, it took me a week to move all the content from one channel to another. And some of it I should have brought back over the anti what the hell stuff, and I didn't do it because they were still attacking the channel after I had stopped live streaming on it. Now, you have known me a pretty good bit, a long time, that I don't lie. I try to put the truth out there. Just like Spawn, I'm going to put the truth out there. And if somebody like Jeremy is being wronged by people, I'm going to come out and I'm going to speak out about it because I'm a longtime subscriber of Jeremy Hales. Yep, I sure was misled. So, to come on my platform and say, "Oh, you can't talk about," they actually told me that I should stick to technology videos. They actually said this. I should stick to technology videos and don't talk about the drama, don't talk about court cases and all that. You don't come on, it's like I said, you don't come on here and tell me what I can talk about on my platform. If I want to talk about Jeremy Hales all day long, I'll talk about Jeremy Hales during an entire 2 hour or 3 hour live stream. If I want to talk about court documents, I'm going to read court documents. Don't tell me how to run my platform. Okay, yes, it is a technology channel, but some people get bored with technology videos. And I'm trying to bring a variety of things. And this is a reminder, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe if you are one of the good guys. If you're one of the good guys and you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. And don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. But like I said, don't come on my channel and tell me how to run my channel, what I can and can't talk about. That's why my live streams are open to whatever people want to talk about. You can't just limit your content, limit your live streams to just content about technology. Some people don't want to hear that. If they want to bring up, like we were talking about before, the wildfires that happened in California, I'm going to talk about it because it was the wildfire that happened in LA a few months ago was devastating. And like I said, I think the people of California should question their government. Why did this happen? And why wasn't there water in the reservoir so the firemen could put the fires out? Why was the pressure in the hydrants low? And I have been watching that idiot Sacramento. No, it wasn't Sacramento. It was San Diego, Santa Monica close up. I haven't seen any new videos from because I watch so many different YouTube channels. My feed changes all the time, you know. So my feed might change quite a bit, who I actually watch and who I don't watch. But he was bringing up, I think they were cleaning up. It looked like they were the last one that I saw. They looked like they were cleaning up. They were removing some of the houses from the Pacific Coast Highway. It looked like they were working on the neighborhoods. But see, you know what's funny? Adam Carolla. Adam Carolla. He lives off the PCH. He lives up in the hills off the PCH. Because when he was in his home, you could look out his window and you could see the Pacific Coast Highway from his house didn't get burned down. His house was still there, but the houses next to him were gone. Ain't that something? Maybe it was the way that he designed and built the house that wouldn't happen. But his house was still there. The house next to him was gone, and the houses around him were gone. It's sad what happened. But now, if I lived in California and I lived in LA, I'd be questioning them. I'd be questioning the Los Angeles leadership. I'd be definitely be questioning. Um, I'd be questioning the governor. I don't know I don't know who the real power company is out in that way. I thought it was PG&E. I think it's PG&E does some of it, and PG&E or another company does another part of it. I've been questioning the power companies too. I'd definitely be questioning the power companies. I'd definitely be questioning the power companies. You know, it could be. I'm not really familiar. I live in Alabama, so I don't know. I know Alabama Power does ours. I'd be questioning the power company too, and I'd be questioning why their infrastructure is old and hasn't been updated. Because I know you get the Santa Ana winds, and those Santa Ana winds can blow those power lines around, and it causes shorts. Actually, yeah, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Now, there's a Mexican restaurant guy that I watch on YouTube who is miles and miles away from LA, and he was doing his video cooking up breakfast and everything, like he always does as part of his channel, and the power went out. They cut his power because of the fires. It's just and I like it when I got people in here like you that we can talk about stuff. It's just yeah, yeah. I want to ask the question: what happened to Paradise, California? Did they rebuild Paradise, California? Because the entire city of Paradise, California, burned to the ground. That was it. There was nothing. There was nothing left of it. That was sad too. And I watched a documentary about the wildfire that hit Paradise, California, and destroyed Paradise, California. And it's really sad. It is really sad. It's really, really sad that that happened to them. I watched a video. I can't remember what fire it was out in California, but it was one of those really bad fires. And the homeowners set the camera up in the house. They evacuated, but they set the camera up so they could watch it on their phone, and you could see the fire consume, surround their house, and break the windows and burn the house down to the ground. Well, if it's sparking, then there's a problem somewhere where those lines are not. If it's sparking, that means that those lines are probably not spaced far enough apart that when the wind blows like that, that it doesn't stop it from one shorting out on the next one. Bad insulators. There could be anything that could be causing that. Boy, at one time this chat hit 10 people. Wow. I thank you all for coming on here and listening to me. Um, because you're bringing up my watch time hours now. And I like coming on here and talking about different stuff and not be restricted by idiots because they want to control and manipulate and deceive people. And like I said, it's not going to happen here again. You know, yeah, it's. To be honest with you, I never knew that Clint Eastwood was the mayor of Carmel, California. I didn't know that. For a long time, I didn't know that until I read something about it. Carmel by the sea. I bet it's pretty when you're near the ocean. When that guy, Santa Monica close up, was going down PCH, he stopped and you could see the ocean waves coming in and going back out again. I bet that's pretty. Yeah, I didn't know that he was the mayor of Carmel, California. Oh yeah, I know it is. Oh, another thing too. I'd be questioning. Like I said, I'd be questioning. One thing I would be questioning is the Los Angeles Fire Department and the people who are in control of the LA Fire Department. Why there was a shortage? Why was there a shortage on equipment? Why wasn't equipment being repaired? As big as a city as Los Angeles, you have to have the money. You can't tell me LA doesn't have the money. You can't tell me that Los Angeles County doesn't have any money or the city of LA has no money. Come on. Jeez. I know better than that. Jeez, I know better than that. It's a lot of questions should be raised about that. And I mean, if something happened here in Alabama, people are going to question our governor, and they're going to question our city and state leaders. And we should. We are taxpayers. We are the ones that. Good, good. I'm glad that everything's being investigated because there was just too much. There was too many factors in that didn't. It didn't seem right. To me, in fact, I know Birmingham Fire and Rescue Service has reserve units in case one unit breaks down. I know they have reserve engines. I don't know if they have reserve ladders. I know they have reserve engines. I know they have reserve rescue units. there should be no excuse why equipment was not working, why the water pressure in the hydrants was low, why there was no water in that reservoir. Yep, yeah, I agree with you. Water was a major problem. And I can understand. I know we talked about that. I can understand why you can't use salt water for a lot of stuff. But something should have been. They need to plan ahead. I think after this, they need to start planning ahead. They need to say, okay, this happened. We need to be better prepared for it. Because it seemed to me like they weren't prepared for it. I don't know how many units are in the Los Angeles County Fire Department, but I know usually they're mutual aid to the city if there's a big major fire. Oh, it is. It is. All right. Well, it's new to me because I stopped talking about that topic a long time ago. I didn't really do the research on it too much. You know. Ah, yeah, it's just really, really. See, that's one thing about it too, and I'm sure LA is the same way. Is Birmingham because you got Birmingham, which is a big populace, but then you've got Homewood, Mountain Brook, Center Point, Pinson, Fultondale, Gardendale, Bessemer. You have places like that have that are that would be mutual aid in case something happens. Yep, yep, including LA City, LA County, because I remember watching videos about watching the news, and one of them there was an LA County. Like I said, you have different city. You got Forestdale, Alabama. You got a lot of different communities that are part of the county here that could be mutual aid to. You got Terrence City. I know Terrence City has a fire department. I used to listen to them. Then everybody went digital. Yeah, and most of the small communities. What about it's just a lot of questions that you know. I'm sorry for blabbing on for an hour, but yeah, I mean, if something major happened here, I think we'd be questioning people, especially the government. But what happened, it was devastating, and I feel sorry for those people who lost their homes. What was that actor's name I was talking about? Oh, what is his name? Oh, what is his name? Oh, I can't think of his name. Let me think about that for a minute. He was on public television. He went on the public TV and he was complaining about. Oh, what is his name? I know it's right there on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Yeah, now I notice they use 747s. 747s that are equipped with big tank. What is his name? It oh, it's right there. Woods. Oh, I forgot what his first name was. James Woods. I think it was James Woods that he got on public television and was crucifying everybody. But I don't know if he lost his house or not. Yeah, it's wonderful and that's a technology maybe we need to talk about. Maybe that might be a next technology video. How they convert 747s and so many dollars into tankers to fight fires with. That might be something that might be an interesting topic one day to do the research and talk about. Yeah, I believe it was James Woods, and a bunch of them went off on him. Even Mel Gibson went off on him. I think Mel Gibson lost his home. Oh, I saw a thing on Facebook before it came on. There's going to be a Lethal Weapon 5, or it's planned. There's going to be a Lethal Weapon 5. I think Mel Gibson lost his home. There's a bunch of them that lost their homes. What's his? I know you know who Steve Gutenberg is. The Police Academy movies, Three Men and a Baby. He did that thing on Hallmark Channel about being Santa Claus. He was out there helping people. He was out there helping people during this. He was out there helping people. You know, this is Steve Gutenberg, a star. He's out there trying to help people. He was trying to help. I commend him. I have a lot of respect for him. Yeah, that Malibu fire was something else. I swear. Sorry about that. Huh. That's right. I don't mean to cough. I'm gonna mute. Yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, yeah. The normal people that actually, yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen too much about what goes on out your way. Too much. I've been so busy trying to redo this channel. I really don't. To be honest, I really don't watch the news. If it comes up on the news feed, yeah. Oh, one thing that did piss me off. I'm changing the subject. One thing that did piss me off was they said I was jealous. I was jealous of other YouTube channels that were bigger than me. No, I'm not jealous of you. You just you actually think that I'm jealous of Jeremy and what the hell's because he has over 730,000 subscribers on his channel. Hey, I'd like to see my channel hit 730,000 subscribers. But I'm not jealous because I'm doing the same thing as what he's doing. I'm building my channel. You know, I'm building my channel now the way I wanted the way it should have been. And I'm not promoting my channel on other YouTube channels anymore. I will put it out on the social media. Once again, I will eventually put it back out on the social media side. But other than going to other channels and promoting, no. I made that mistake, and that mistake cost me a channel. But like I said, I am glad that Spawn Trooper has opened my eyes to what was going on, and I thank him for it. Saying I was jealous is just their way of. I can't even. I think it was just part of their attack. You know, but these are the same people that I gave them watch time hours. I subscribed to their channel and gave them watch time hours when I didn't have to do it. I know, and I don't. I know, I know. Well, you know what? I let them go. They're not part of this channel anymore. I'm not part of their life. They're not part of this life. Uh, and I feel sorry for Musa Lady getting caught up in their drama. And I hated to see that. I hated to see that because I was being manipulated. I hope that she understands that I was being manipulated. That channel was being manipulated. It had nothing to do with her. It just she saw she saw the stuff too and tried to bring it to my attention. But I was so caught up in the drama that was going on that I didn't see it, and I apologize. You know, it's and that's another thing too. Like I said, I tried to apologize, and they told me to shut up. You know, It just too many things, too much drama. And when I created this channel and I told Trin about it, and the first live stream that she attended with me was on a Saturday, and we talked about this, about how things are going to be different from now on. It's not going to be the same drama and the same bullshit that went on with that other channel. I will upload my content to the channel, and that content will bring subscribers to this channel. Hopefully, I'm not looking to get 500 subscribers in 2 months. I just want people to come on here and want to come in the chat and talk about anything they want to talk about. Obviously, they had a problem with it, but yet they do it on their live streams. They talk about whatever they want to talk about. But if I do the same thing, I get ostracized for it? No. I get ostracized for doing the same thing as what they were doing. I had one of them tell me, well, do what you want on your channel that makes you happy. And I was doing that. And all of a sudden, they didn't like it. If you're here when Trin is here on a Saturday, ask her. Ask her. Because she watched that video and commented on it. She sent me a really long email. But like I said, those people are no longer welcome here. But Moosey Lady and, I tried to patch it up with Eric. One day I hope he'll forgive me and come back. If he doesn't, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to cry over it. But I saw what was being done. But like I said, I was caught up in the drama. But now Georgie and them showed their true colors last week. I did. And I sent another thing and he erased it and made a comment in Spawn Troopers chat that I apologized. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Trin's been here Trin was on the original channel for a long time. And then when I created this channel, I let her know about it first thing. And she came on here, and as soon as she came on here in the chat, I made her a mod. Yeah, he didn't unsubscribe from DK Lucas 1. He still subscribed to DK Lucas 1. So he didn't unsubscribe from that. Yeah, I could understand. And I don't know why. That's probably something that I wish he would come on here and we could talk about this. I'd like to have him come on again and we can talk about what happened. Because I don't think that's, from what I understand and what I've seen on his channel with his videos and his live stream, what happened to him was very unfair. It was not right. And if I was him, I'd be angry. I'd be angry at what happened. And he has every right to be angry. I mean, if I don't have any children, I see it from his side. And the reason why I see on his side is I don't have children, but I have a niece and 2 nephews. And if something happened to them like that, I'd be angry. Yeah, I know. I saw the video. I watched the videos. I watched his videos. See, and that goes to this go and what happened to Eric goes back to is also part of why I don't understand. They did that to Eric, but Michelle, who thinks she's the most perfect mom on this planet, why didn't they take? They took Eric's child, they took Eric's little girl, but they didn't do when CPS and all them were called about Michelle. How come that child was never taken away from them? That's one thing I don't understand about all this. Why was they took Eric's little daughter, took Eric's daughter, but and then CPS got all those reports about Michelle and never did anything about it. Lynette is always going to be a joke. Lynette is the biggest damn joke on this planet, and now she's being sued into oblivion by everybody. You know, I've said this on previous live streams before. I mean what I said. That little girl needs to be with a family that's going to love her and take care of her and teach her the right things in life. Not how to be a grifter, not how to, you know, and not know what YouTubers are and the police and CPS and all that. The little girl needs to grow up and be a little girl and then needs to grow up to be a responsible adult in later life. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, I agree with that. Every time I play something, if I'm watching Tug or Megan or somebody is playing her voice or Shara, I believe the roaches run out of my building and jump off the balcony. They can't stand her voice. My mom was a real mom. You know, if you said something bad about me and I told her that you said something bad about me, you better get some ointment for your butthole because she's going to chew you out. She's going to push her foot in your ass. And I miss her. Oh, if you are who I think you are, how's your mom doing? I forgot to ask. If it is who I think it is, how's your mom doing? Okay. Because I was kind of worried. Oh my goodness. And she's a Generation Xer. I believe Michelle is Generation X. I think she's 1962. I think, no, she's probably the boomer. I think she's a boomer. I don't think she's. Oh, wow. Wow. My mom would be almost 80 something, 90 something years old if she was still alive. I think I think Michelle is a boomer. I think she was born before 1965. I don't know because she's in her 60s and I'm only a few years behind her. She might be a Gen Xer. I don't know. It just that stuff confuses the hell out of me. You know. Yeah, my mom was born in the 1930s. My grandmother was born in the 1800s. My grandmother lived to be about 86 when she passed. My grandfather worked for uh, American back then, back in Buffalo, New York, back in the 60s and 70s and part of the 80s. It was the Anaconda American Brass Plant in Buffalo, New York. He worked for them for a long time and then he retired. He was retired when before he passed on. Oh, oh God! If she's Gen X, she should know better. But then again, we talked about this before. That little girl is nothing but a paycheck for her. And the two fleas go on there and say that if you show her picture and all that stuff, they're exploiting they're exploiting that little girl. But look at what you're doing. Jeremy just came out with a new video. He's doing that, and you notice. Look at Jeremy. I mean, I'm not trying to change the subject, but well, actually, it is part of it when you think about it. All you ever hear BBB is, "This is for content. This is for content." He's doing this with the lawsuit for content and all that. But has he really been paying attention to what Jeremy's putting out? Most of the videos that he's been putting out is about storage units. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Yes, she sure is. Exploiting that for a paycheck. Oh, and that's another thing too. That indigent status. I brought it up. I don't know. I'm going to bring it up again, maybe tomorrow or the next day or something, because there's something not right about that indigent. When she filed for indigent status, the numbers don't add up. There are some numbers that don't add up with that. Usually, Social Security and disability and SSI claims, when you get a check for SSI, Social Security or SSDI, they don't give you $100.50 or $100.70. Usually it's rounded off. usually she usually when you get a check, any kind of benefit check, like I get Social Security and SSI, it's in whole dollar amounts. But yet on the indigent status, one of her is 70 cents. I think her math is not mathing, as George and Jeremy would say. And she's doing Mary math. Mary math is scary. Because that doesn't sound right. Usually when you get a government check like that, it's rounded off to the whole dollar. So instead of it being $150.75, it would be 106 or whatever. It'd be rounded off. And she better be. I believe that she actually. I thought I read something on Facebook not too long ago that she got reported to Social Security because of all this grifting and all this and the flea market stuff. Yes, she has to report up to a certain amount. She's exempt up to a certain amount, but anything over that, she has to report that as income. Just like if I was taking a paycheck from the business, which is still Panorama Computer is still the business name. It's just not a YouTube channel anymore, but that is business's name. Now, if I took a if I took a paycheck from that business, I'm exempt up to a certain point, but after that, I have to report it. But since I run a business that doesn't, I don't take a paycheck from it. The money goes back into the business. I don't have to worry about it. Yep. So I'll have to pull up the indigent status because those numbers just don't add up. There's just something that doesn't add up about it. You know, she's a fraud, and in plain terms, she's a grifter and she's a fraud. And committing fraud with the United States government can carry a serious consequences. Very serious consequences, especially when you defraud the government. Even though I don't agree with what our government does, still, she dug herself into a hole that they can't get out of. She's being sued into oblivion by just about everybody. But I think people keep forgetting she's not the victim. She's playing the victim, but she's not the victim. If she's a victim of her own bullshit. She's a victim of the bullshit that she created. Not Jeremy, not Travis, not any of them. Deanna, George, that's on them. Yeah, she has that registered as a homestead, but unfortunately, I think it was brought up on another channel, which I'm not going to mention their name. If you registered as a homestead, you actually have to have a site built home on the property. You can I don't think you can claim a homestead with a trailer or an RV being on the property. I think you actually have to have a actual site built home or a mobile home. And Trin and I talked about that yesterday. If she got that $56,000, why in you could have got a good double wide trailer for that. You could put a double wide trailer on that property. You might have to upgrade the septic system to be able to handle it. But the thing is, why do you decide that you want to? You still decide it's her bad decisions that are causing all this. I mean, if I owned that property, one, I'd have the septic system. I'd put a double wide home on the property. I'd tear down any structures or whatever are on the property. Number two, I would put a double wide trailer on a double wide home on the property and have an upgraded septic system and leaching field that would be able to handle it. Yeah, I see that. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. Time is running. uh, You're right. She has time for that, but her time is running out. I mean, Brett and Brett and Teresa suing her for over $50,000, which we all know she doesn't have that money. Not to mention Larry Foreman and everybody else is suing her for that frivolous lawsuit with the thumbnails. Plus, what's going on with Jeremy in two federal case in the two federal cases? Uh, I believe that the Fed one is frozen, and since I don't have access to Pacer, I don't know what's going on Fed two. Fed two is moving at a snail's pace, but at least things are happening with the Fed two case. Yeah, exactly. She has to keep that property clean. Oh, I feel so sorry for that child. I really do. Having to live in those conditions. And I said something yesterday in my live stream because Carolyn, my neighbor upstairs, was in the chat with us. I just can't see somebody like myself or Carolyn who live in an apartment that has a kitchen, a bathroom. Our utilities are paid for, except for I have to pay for cable or I have to pay for internet and telephone and cell phone to move to a garbage dump. Exactly. And then BBB was trying to say that it was frivolous. And the judge said, nope. Exactly. And Ray Bonecrusher said in one of his videos, I do believe it's been uploaded. It might not be. But he said in one of his videos he didn't want to hear that it was all on Michelle and John. Mr. Bonecrusher, it was all on them. This was all they're doing. And I don't blame Jeremy for doing what he's doing, taking the matter, taking the matter, and taking care of the matter legally instead of blasting it out all over the internet, all over the interwebs. He's doing the right thing. He did the right thing when he got that protection order, which they say are frivolous. I and Michelle said, "Oh, we need to. We want to get that frivolous protection order removed because it violates their right to freedom of speech." But see, you seem to forget, Michelle, that this is all on you. This is your fault. You did all this. It wasn't any of us. So stop blaming Jeremy. Stop blaming George. Stop blaming the followers of What the Hells. Because it's not our fault. You did this to yourself. This is all on you. I don't wish them a bad outcome in this, you know, but the thing is, um, it's going to come to a bad end for them. And I feel sorry for the little girl being caught up in all this, too. You know, but I don't wish anything bad to happen to anybody. But time after time after time after time after time, I've said your actions will have consequences. What you do and what you say that's bad or otherwise, it's gonna come back on you. Just like what's happened to me. Eventually it's gonna come back on them. You know? And that's why I walked away from it. I did the right thing when they did that to me, I did the right thing and walked away from it. And I think that's where Michelle and John made their mistake. When they knew that they couldn't get anything from Jeremy, they should have just walked away from it and didn't say anything. You know. But obviously they can't do that. The Miranda says you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in a court of law. And yes, I do watch Dragnet if I'm up that early in the morning. They had the right to they had the right to remain silent, but I don't think they have the ability. Yeah, they thought BB. Yeah, yeah, and Trin and I talked about that yesterday. If I was her, I would sue BBB. I'd be suing BBB because he messed that case up worse and worse and worse. I'm just wondering now if he really got fired or BBB knew that he couldn't win this case and decided to withdraw. Because you're talking about trying to sue a YouTuber who has over 730,000 subscribers, has businesses, has the money to fight them in court, and you don't have anything to fight them in court. Be in fact, Trin and I talked about this yesterday. BBB was told you need to bring Discovery. Never brought Discovery. Went to the, his actions caused the magistrate to say, okay, you need to be here on April 3rd in person. To stand before me and why I should take away your pro ha BJ from you. He didn't show up. The judge said, okay, you need to have show cause why you didn't show up. So Bruce did the thing why he didn't show up, which was a bullshit excuse. And then everything after that, he was trying to relitigate that same case over and over again. YouTube this and YouTube that and YouTube this and YouTube that. That's not what the judge wanted. And I don't believe that Judge Belitho has ruled on that yet. I wish Max Lab was back on here with us because he can get those documents for me. If anything, he screwed that case up for him. And then the two fleas interfering with it. Yep. I believe that he actually admitted that he admitted that they were guilty with the signs. And that's just another topic that they got the fleas got their so-called expert and said that it was Jeremy who wrote the signs. Yeah, I agree with that. I like Max Lab. But since this is a new channel and I reached out to him, so. And yeah, and if I wanted court documents, I would pay him for the court documents. I don't expect them to be, you know, given to me for free. I would pay for them because that's the kind of person I am. I don't believe in getting stuff for free. I've never been a fan of getting stuff for free. And I would pay him for those documents. And if he came to me and said he needed help, I would help him. Because I know Max Lab is true blue. He's not one of these idiots like Magic who try to deceive me. When I found out, when I listened to the playback of that video and what she was doing, I stopped that Gift and Go, and I refunded everybody's money, and I told Trin that. When Trin told me that she said she was talking to her daughter. She was DMing everybody so they can come on the channel and attack me. But yeah, Max Lab, I'd help him in a heart. If he said that he needed help with money, if he needed help with the bills with Pacer, I would set it up for him. I would help him because that's the kind of person. I'll help you if you're genuine. Yeah, and Tim come in here and started a bunch of shit too. Tim would come in here and start shit, and I got tired of it. One these days, if Eric comes back in here, I want to ask him why doesn't he switch to T-Mobile? Why doesn't he just switch and go to T-Mobile and get T-Mobile internet? Because my neighbor Carolyn has the T-Mobile internet, and I need to go up there one day and set it up for her. I might do that tomorrow after my live stream. But the next time she needs cigarettes, I'll bring them up there to her, and then I'll help her set up her internet. She has that T-Mobile internet. Oh, he does have the Starlink now. Elon Musk. Everybody's down on old Elon, but he's just trying to do the right thing. So that's good that he got that. And now he can grow his channel even more. Oh my goodness. I am so tired because I had to create another channel and then had to transfer everything from one channel to the other channel. It takes time. It took a whole entire week to do all that. Oh, by the way, all the technology videos that I had left that I needed to make videos of, boom, I made all of them. I did all of them. They're all made and they're all ready to be uploaded. Yes, she has T-Mobile internet. I need to go up there and set it up on her. I need to write down the password so when I do it, I'm not sitting there having to look at the router. So next time she needs cigarettes, she calls and needs cigarettes, I'll go up there and deliver it to her. And I'll go up there and deliver it to her, and then I'll set up her internet on her phone, and then on her I think she has a TV that has the internet too, so I'm going to set that up for her too. She's really a sweet, gentle lady, and she's got the cutest little tuxedo cat who doesn't like me very much. I don't know why. I never did anything to the cat. I guess when I stopped petting her, the first time the cat jumped up on my lap and I was petting her and I stopped. Boy, that cat gave me the stink eye. She's laying in my lap and I'm petting her, she's purring. You can't hear her purring, but you can hear her softly purring. I'm petting her and she's making biscuits on my lap. I mean, if I had the extra money to help him, I would. I really don't know how to do the stickers or the thing on YouTube. I'd help him out. It's like I said, my eyes have been open to what happened, and I want to apologize to to everybody that I didn't know what was going on. I was so caught up in drama that I was just so caught up in the drama of what was happening that I didn't see it. But now I see it because those people showed their true colors when they came on here in a live stream on my other channel and attacked me. So now I've seen the light. They are on the no fly list on this channel. So, you know, yeah, as like I said, they're on the no fly list on this channel. So, yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye out. And Trin's going to be keeping an eye out too if they try to infiltrate during Saturday live stream. But that's the thing too. Yep. Yeet. Eat, 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 eat. I don't think I'm going to do anything more tonight. I'm going to schedule the next live stream for tomorrow. But other than making content about the two fleas and Ray and dumbass Darwin, I noticed that Darwin and Ray have been kind of keeping quiet now all of a sudden, especially Ray since he got served. He hasn't been saying too much. And Darwin Goodson, he quit talking about what Jeremy was doing because I believe he doesn't want to be involved in a lawsuit. I think he got smart. I think he out of the whole group, he was the smartest one and stopped. You know, I think he was the one. He was the smartest one out of all of them and stopped. Because I haven't seen anything recently. I do watch their channels. I mean, I do monitor their channels to see what's going on. You know, I do watch their channel, monitor their channel. I don't watch them. I just monitor them and seeing what's being said. And if I think it's content that I need to make content out of, I'm going to make content. It's like I said, don't come on here and tell me what I can and can't say on my own platform. Spawn Trooper, Spawn Trooper would zap their ass into the next eternity if they tried that on his channel. And I'm trying to be like him and I'm not being the gaming thing, but talking about court cases and everything, because I really don't follow it all that much. But yeah, as far as people coming on here and being troublemakers, I won't allow it. And now I definitely won't allow it. It's thanks to Spawn Trooper that, it's like I said, he opened my eyes to people like Lady Jen Thunder, and Georgie and them. And now my eyes have been open since they showed their true colors. So now they showed their true color, and I've seen it. And like I said, they're on the no-fly list here. And let them talk about me all they want. Because one day they're going to get like the fleas. And people are going to stop listening to their stuff. What is your channel name, Squid? Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Oh, her name come up right away. The last one that Squid did was 3 days ago. Yeah, last one. She's up to almost 4,000 subscribers on her channel. So Squid's up to almost 4,000 subscribers on. I have to applaud that young lady for doing what she's doing, what she goes through, and um, what she's doing on her channel. I really do. I really have to applaud her for what she's doing on her channel. She's doing what she likes to do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do on here. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do and stuff that I like to do on here. And and you know, if somebody tries to stop me, I'm going to eat their ass. Yeet, yeet, not eat. Yeet, yeet, not eat. Squid don't put up with no shit, though. That's what I like about her. She don't put up with that crap in her chat. She's got good mods. Yeah, she's doing the same. She's doing what she likes to do and what she wants to do on her platform. And that's exactly what I'm going to do on this platform. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about and what makes me happy. If people don't like it, I'm sorry. But, don't come on here and tell me I need to stick to technology videos and stop talking about drama and stop talking about what the hells and the fleas and court documents. Don't do that. Don't come on here and do that. Because now it won't be tolerated. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My channel, my rules, my platform. If I want to talk about certain things, I'm going to talk about certain things on here because It sounded like me, like they wanted to silence me. And then when I spoke out about them, what they were doing and what was happening with all the drama and everything, that's when they attacked. Can I ask this question? Well, if it's you, I think I know. We talked on Facebook. You sent me a friend request, and then we talked on Facebook. If you're that person, I'm glad that you're here. I really am. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you decided to come back to a non-drama filled channel, and I hope that between you and I hope that between you and Trin that we can stop this from happening again. I think it's going to stop because I'm not promoting the channel on other YouTube channels. So if I'm not promoting my channel on other YouTube channels, I don't think that there's going to be a problem. I don't think they know about it. I just want to make sure. I didn't want to call your name out and be wrong if I accidentally do that. If you accidentally do that, slap me a couple times. Um, maybe I should recreate the Panorama Computer channel again and see if anybody subscribes to it. uh, oh my goodness. I don't think they do because they haven't been on here. None of them. It's been a week and nobody's. I don't think they know about it. But even though I did, they will get yeeted, not eated, yeeted. Because I have you on here and I have Trin, and you're two people that I trust more than anybody in this whole planet. But it's like Spawn Trooper. I'm repeating this for a reason. Spawn Trooper opened my eyes, and he asked a question that was good. He asked a good question last week when a bunch of this crap was going on this platform. Where was Georgie and all them supposed to be moderators on this channel? Where were they? Nowhere to be found. You know why? Because they were plotting that attack against me. They might have won. They won the battle, but they're not going to win the war. Because I'm here on a new channel, a new platform, and they're not going to stop me. Because if I see them and they make a comment, they're blocked automatically. I don't think they know about it because if they knew about it, the subscription would be way past 8 subs. But even if they did find out about it, what are they going to do? Make fun of me? Let them make fun of me. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I'm doing. I'm ignoring their bullshit and I'm walking away from them. It's good pro quo. Oh my god. We jumped up a subscriber. Let's see who's live. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. We get the 2 hour mark. Yeah, I didn't know about that either. I didn't see anything about it. Um, I believe that your name was brought up in something. Your name was brought up by Jen Thunder. Jen Thunder is the one that brought up your name and Host Picker's name. But like I said, I was caught up in the drama. But now I see. Yeah, you 2 hours ahead of me. It's 5 o'clock here. 6 o'clock Trends time. Yeah, Jen Thunder. Yeah, she was the one that brought up your name and Host Picker. But like I said, at first I didn't say anything or do anything, you know. But she's gone, you know. She probably does suck it. You don't know. It was Host Picker was the one that brought up the technology thing of fire alarms and burglar alarm systems. I don't think I do believe I did upload that video. Yeah, that video got uploaded because I think it's in the playlist. I think it's in the playlist. Advances in Technology. I remember seeing it when I was uploading it to the channel. I believe that it was, I believe that her suggestion, I did make the video of it, but now I can go back and do the research on it and go in depth about it. Well, she has my support if she wants. She has my support if she wants it. I'll be here for her. Now, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Trin. If they come in here and they start trouble, you don't have to have my permission. You you put them in a timeout first. If they continue, then let me know and I will ban them. So you you got your instructions from me. Because like I said, this is not going to be you're going to try and dominate my channel, manipulate me, lie to me, deceive me, try to take control because I'm not going to put up with it this time. It's about anything that we want to talk about during the week. Anytime, Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturdays, whatever you want to talk about. But I'm curious, judge and jury, how you found this channel when I didn't publicly put it out there. And I need to know if you're a friend or a foe. It is. It is about technology. I do have technology, and I have plenty of technology videos to last me for a while. I need to know if you're a friend or a foe because there's not going to be any more drama. There's not going to be any more trying to take over this channel. You're not going to try and come on here and destroy my channel. Oh, okay. Okay. And now when I do it, it doesn't say I'm live. The only way I know it's live if I'm actually on the channel and I click view your channel. And even then, it doesn't show up as YouTube is just weird sometimes. YouTube has been acting screwy lately. They send out notifications and then don't send out notifications. Yes, thank you for coming. I'm at the end of the stream anyway. Um, I'm almost to the end of the stream. We talk about anything we want on here. I'm almost to the end of the stream. So I do thank you for coming and participating. Um, yeah, I need to go back. I want to watch. I'm going to go back tonight after I watch Jeremy's video. Well, after Megan goes off tonight, I'm going to watch Squid's video about um, that one that she did. It has the funny name, the funny title to it. Yeah, if you have any questions about tech, ask them. If I could try to answer it. There was one person that was on here on the other channel, and she said something about the remote control wasn't working. That could be a lot of things. It could be the batteries went dead on you. You dropped the remote. You can't drop remote controls because if you drop the remote control, you keep dropping a remote control, you'll actually damage the remote control. That's why when on my TV in the bedroom, I have a universal remote and I have the original remote put in a safe place. That could be a lot of things. Maybe you need to clean. Another thing too, you have a little sensor on your TV set at the bottom, the infrared sensor. Sometimes taking a little bit of Windex and spraying it on a cloth and wiping it, or taking an alcohol pad and wiping where that sensor is will clean it, because it could have been a lot of things that were wrong with it. That's not good. That's not good. You should be careful with your phone because you can damage the screen. If you crack that screen enough, it'll actually start shorting out. Because I had that happen to my phone, that Samsung Galaxy I had. The screen was cracked so bad from dropping it, it was shorting out and causing the battery. It just caused a lot of problems with. It wouldn't charge the battery up, and it wouldn't. It kept shorting out and kept resetting the phone. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Yeah, your display on them phones is, if you crack them deep enough, it'll actually cause a short circuit, and that short circuit will kill the battery. It'll cause your phone to reset, because I kept having that same problem. I was playing a game on my phone, and the phone kept resetting and it kept resetting. I think the screen was shorting out. When you touched the screen, it was shorting out because the battery wouldn't even recharge in it. I would never do cell phone repairs because that's just something that I rather leave the experts up to doing it. I won't do it. I won't touch it. I tried it and failed big time. So that's something I would never do. And that's the phone. If it was easy to do it, yeah, I would do it. But some of them phones are a little bit more difficult. That's why I also say don't drop your laptop computer either. You drop that laptop, you could actually damage the hard drive in it. If you have a mechanical hard drive in a laptop and you keep dropping that laptop, you'll either break the screen in it, you break the LCD screen, or you'll damage the hard drive in it. And I might make a video one day about I I recommend that people who own computers and laptop computers that you take your when you take your computer into you need to take your computer into a shop like mine or another computer shop and have them take it apart and get the dust out of everything. Even desktop computers, you need every once in a while. I have to take the cover off of the computer and get the dust out of it because it'll cause an overheating problem. So every once in a while, and tech shops should know, clean the dust out of it. You know, yeah, because some of them phones are expensive. But like I said yesterday, it's like I was telling Trin. Um, I've been with Cricket Wireless for so long. Uh, I know there's an upgrade that I could upgrade my phone for practically peanuts. And even if I decide I could go on, I'm eligible for a government phone. So I might do that one day, sign up for a government phone and then use that for the channel. I don't know. I'm caught up on everything, as far as tech video stuff. The other stuff, I have to make it, but I'm not in a big rush to do it right now. I'm just trying to get back on track the way it was before. Who, Cricket? I never had a problem with Cricket Wireless. I've had not one problem with Cricket. My phone works perfectly. In fact, when you call me or I call you, it's on a flip phone. I have a flip phone. I might not do anything. It depends. It depends on how I feel about it. Really, I don't want to upgrade the phone, but I'd rather have a smartphone because accessing the internet is a lot easier with a smartphone than it is with a flip phone. Yeah, and I'm at the end of the live stream. You take care, okay? And I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for coughing, but yeah, I'm at the end of the stream now. We've hit the 2 hour mark, way over the 2 hour mark. Uh, I broadcast Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and 3 o'clock would be 1 o'clock out in California. Yeah, I had a Samsung phone too. If I wouldn't have dropped it, I'd still be using it. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel and you like the content that's on this channel, please hit that subscribe and hit all notifications. And don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Uh, like I said, I broadcast every day at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and on Saturday at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And you are welcome to come here if you want to learn about technology. You also want to talk about anything that you want to talk about. You are welcome. And this is I'm going to repeat this disclaimer. I'm going to repeat this disclaimer before I end the stream. If you're from the other side, and I'm not going to name your names, I'm going to let you know that one, you're not welcome here anymore. And two, if you follow me if you follow me here and you plan on doing something about it, it now becomes a legal matter of cyber stalking. And I have good mods on this channel. I actually have mods on this channel that would do something. That won't sit there and let things go by. So be careful. You all have a wonderful evening. I will see you again tomorrow. And like my friend says, ciao, ciao.